Think big, grant ecosystem. What if I told you the secret to end grant delay is not a secret at all? What if the key to get disbursement the money today is possible? What if I told you that the key to get your grant money today is already in the hands of the grant handlers and CEO, just waiting for the right moment to be unlocked? You are about to hear a mind blowing truth about what is really happening behind the scene and what we can do right now to bring the celebration of disbursement to every grant subscribers. There's a VN which I would like you to pay attention to. My concern here is what is really happening in the grant ecosystem and why has disbursement not take place. My fellow grant subscribers, grant handlers, and leaders in the grant ecosystem, we need to talk. We all fuel the frustration. We all feel the frustration of disbursement delay. But today, we are not just going to talk about the problem, we are going to talk about the solution, rather. The problem we are facing right now is free. There is a misinformation, a lack of clear communication, and a missing link between the NGOs and the CEO. But what if we could end disbursement delay by taking a few steps today? What if we could activate disbursement right now? Wouldn't it be a testimony for everybody? The solution lies in working together and the grant ecosystem leader like our own Apostle Ken should be at the forefront, not just giving update, but taking decisive action. They need to create a clear and transparent system. NGOs must work directly with CEOs to ensure a smooth flow of funds. This partnership is the engine that drives the entire grant ecosystem process. For grant subscribers, the key is to be active and informed. This is how you can stay happy and be careful. Grant handlers must communicate directly with you, providing regular update disbursement. And we need a system where grant subscribers can easily get access to them for a latest news. This is how we can carry along in the disbursement process. The bell of celebration is already ringing. We have heard the rumor, but let's focus on the fact. The IMF have sent accountants to Nigeria for a major step forward. The calculation is almost completed. CBN is preparing for the final phase. We all see the light at the end of the tunnel. We will all see the light at the end of the tunnel. Our grant disbursement is more just than the money changing hands. It is a complex system that involves careful planning, verification, and collaboration. When you receive your money, you are becoming part of a large uh, purpose and purpose a purpose to bring positive change to your community. Understanding this process help you appreciate the step taken by every person involved in the grant ecosystem, from the CEOs and to the NGOs to the teams of the IMF and CBN. Your patience and hope are what keep this entire system moving forward. In summary, to get our grant disbursement today, we must unite the grant ecosystem. The grant handlers and CEOs need to work together with NGOs to create a clear path to funds. For funds, we as grant subscribers must stay informed and remain patient by focusing on collaboration and transparency in communication. We can overcome the delay and trigger the celebration we all have been waiting for. The power of celebration, the ending misinformation, Apostle Ken role, IMF and CBN involvement in the whole process. The power of communication. It is all about the power of working together for grant disbursement to happen smoothly and quickly. Every person and group in the grant ecosystem must cooperate. This means CEOs and NGOs need to be united need to have a unite front where they work together. The process become much faster and easier for everyone. This collaboration is the most important step we can take to get our grant disbursement today. And the second one is the ending misinformation in the grant ecosystem. One of the biggest problems we are facing is all the false information on social media. People heard rumors and get confused. To solve this, we must focus on getting our update from the right source. When we do this, we protect ourselves from worries and disappointment. It is important to trust the official grant handlers and listen to their clear, direct communication about the grant disbursement updates. The third one is the Apostle Ken role. Leaders like Apostle Ken, a big responsibility in his process. They are the one who can make a real difference by taking charge and leading the way. They can ensure that funds are disbursed correctly and on time. We must look onto them. We must look to them for guidance and support. Their action today will determine how soon we can celebrate the disbursement. And the fourth one is the IMF and the CBN involvement in this whole ground. The fact that the IMF and CBN are involved show how serious this process is. The IMF has sent accountant to calculate the money, which is the major and the final step. The CBN is also working behind the scene. This is good news because it's proof that a big movement is happening. The president of this powerful group tell us that the final bank alert is very close. Please pay attention to this particular V-note, which I believe it also explain more about what is happening in the grant ecosystem. But my question here is this: all these beautiful promises can be achieved if we work in unison. Pay attention and don't forget to like and subscribe to the update.
Good morning, House. We have said it earlier that we are not going to dwell on the movement of IMF because IMF does not like exposure. Please note that everything is in order. Meanwhile, IMF accountants had arrived and heavy calculations on the money that will be given to you, and I are going on seriously. You are therefore very, very close to your millions and billions. If there is no other time we should keep silent and watch developments, it's now. Everything is going on well. Disbursement process that has been ongoing secretly unknown to so many who claim they know will soon trigger to the general disbursement that will throw Nigerians into massive jubilations few days from now, according to my intel. You are welcome to the very month of August, the month where the ongoing disbursement process since 5 days now is going to finally surface to all the NGO and as well as their beneficiaries' accounts. Ignore all the unnecessary voice notes and misinformational write-ups at this moment. Get your bank's accounts updated for the sounds of abundance of rain that's about to start in Grant Community for the first time in the history of this country. Once again, congratulations to us. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever there's new update. Give this video a thumbs up and share it to your loved ones and everyone in Grant Community.
Tupac just called me now, so he's giving me the update that is available now, a recent update. He said from between now, that they finished the meeting, that between now and 72 hours, which is on Tuesday, all the stakeholders and the pioneers, meaning pioneers, CBN stakeholders, they will get the stakeholders will get their money between now and 72 hours, which is on Tuesday. Then from that Tuesday, 72 hours from that Tuesday, all the NGOs under stakeholders and pioneers will get their own. Then another 72 hours after the NGOs have gotten their own, other pioneers, the beneficiaries under the pioneers and stakeholders will get their own. Then before UAG will start their disbursement under grant handlers. So the UAG will start at the same time. They'll give to their NGOs under 72 hours. They give to their beneficiaries. Then from there, Supreme and Tiobat will continue. Under 72 hours, give their NGOs and the beneficiaries. Then also extended to St. Rita's and Midwest. So that's the arrangement that's on ground now. So he fed from this today. So on Monday, on Tuesday, all the stakeholders don't get their own. Then 72 hours, those stakeholders, they are to deliver to all their NGOs under them. So in 72 hours, those NGOs are to deliver to the beneficiaries under them before the grant, just like that. That's what he said. So let's keep our fingers crossed. So that's the arrangement and the conclusion that is on ground according to the timetable. Take care. God bless.
Good morning, sir. Sorry, sir, I missed your call that yesterday night. I slept off. I just saw your chat now, so I decided to reply to you back. So sorry about yesterday. Concerning this guy, Pastor Tuchuku, what you just told me about him, even me myself, I was surprised though, because I called him now, 3 or 4 days ago, I called him to find out what I'm hearing. And to my greatest surprise, he still told me the same thing, that disbursement is not visible this year, that I should bet him that the money have not yet arrived. So I was shocked and speechless. In my mind, doesn't mean that this guy does not even know what is happening. What's really going on? For what I know. So I was shocked. So he was trying to beg me that we should bet. So I just left him like that. Because I don't like arguing blindly for what I know. So only for me someone called me and told me that he made a voice note that will be disbursement, everybody should put the house in order. I said, it's not the same man who told me that there will be no disbursement, that the money have not yet arrived. Now he have changed his speech. It's a grand community. As I always say, the more you look, the less you see. The more you look, the less you see. The truth is, if you don't have correct source of information, you will be confused. If you have been following me, I kept standing by my words, and I will not deviate from it. I kept standing on my word, even when I knew how difficult it is for this money to come out. The game played inside. I still stood my word that there will be disbursement. Not until God now brought in this IMF people to help us do the disbursement. Because I know there is money. So, Oga, just relax yourself. Ignore all these voice notes. If you check me, I don't like listening to voice notes. I don't like listening to voice notes. What did they want to tell me? What did they know that they want to tell me? So, ignore voice notes. If anybody can see, the social media is a free space for anybody to come out and say what you want to say. But the major thing is, do you know the real truth? Do you know what is really going on? When I came out to say delegate from Nigeria travel to Switzerland to sign some documents, when I brought that information out, a lot of people were skeptical about it. Before you know it, people start writing rubbish. Nobody travel anywhere. There's no such thing. Nobody travel. And to my great surprise, the masses almost believed them. Yeah, the masses almost believed them. But today everybody believed that they traveled and they came back. You can't hide the truth. No matter how they contest with you, they can't hide the truth. The truth will surely speak to itself. That's one thing I believe in. You can't hide the truth. So, what I will advise you, ignore all these voice notes. A lot of them don't know what is happening. That's the truth. Just like my friend who called me yesterday when this woman, what's her name? Madam Gozi released voice note that the whole grand community is in fire. I was like, Yusuf, why is that each time she released voice note, there will be trouble everywhere?
This is CPNG, an online money channel. Please like this video by giving it a thumb up and share it with your family and friends and everyone in the community.
What I want to tell you now is the truth. IMF came back. They're in Nigeria. They send their accountant to Nigeria to go through the disbursement schedule and do the calculation. And they are still doing the calculation. It's still ongoing. But I believe that between today, Saturday, and tomorrow, by God's grace, they should be running up with that calculation. That calculation is not easy. The money involved is much. And the stakeholder, there are many. There are many. So let's just give them little time. Believe in God that let the calculation be done quick between today and tomorrow, so that by Monday, then there's a monitoring team that will come and supervise the disbursement that will come down. They can only come based on when the calculation has been done. Then they will give them signal to falling. So let's see how it goes this coming week. From Monday, we will now get more details. But as in now, they are still doing the calculation, which they are almost rounding up. So that is just the truth situation for now. I strongly believe everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. Let's just relax our mind and see how the game unfolds. For Apostle Ken, there's no shaking. Him and his team, they have put their house in order. They are just waiting for the go-ahead for them to start. Once they give the go-ahead, disbursement will commence. So, okay. Anyhow, let's see how this week goes, this new week. We are almost there. Thank you very much, sir.